Making sure I'm filming. Alright, film is a success. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Undertale Yellow Shades of Justice. I believe we're just now about to get to that town. And meet the feisty... whatever. Marlet says we gotta be near an exit. She can feel it in her feathers. Marlet says, huh? Hang on. I think someone's coming this way. Moray says, guys, looky here. Someone new has stumbled into our humble town. Ace says, this better not be another joke. Edward says, for once don't look like it is. Shit, I forgot her name. The squirrel character says, hiya, strangers. Marlet says, oh, hello. We're just passing through. We mean no harm, I promise. Edward says, that's what the last guy said. Let's just say he's one with the wind now. Marlet says, oh my gosh, you... Edward laughs hysterically. Edward says, I'm just kidding around. You were shaking in your boots for a second. Marlet responds, yeah, you sure got me. Moray says, that wasn't very funny, Edward. I can assure you we are a delight to be around. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. Marlet responds with hi. And then Ace interrupts with, why do you two insist on scaring away every monster you meet? At least Mooch never oversteps her bounds. That's what her name is, I'm sorry guys. Mooch responds with never. Marlet responds with, well, it was a pleasure to meet you four, but we'll be going now. Starlo says, hold it right there, Missy. Are my pals giving you trouble? Says Starlo. Come now. That ain't a way to treat guests now, is it? The name's Northstar. I run this town. Not alone, of course. These fine monsters are my posse. Together we are... the Feisty Five. Pop, pop, pop. Our name stands for... fearlessness. Excellence. Intuition. Sneakiness. Toughness. Youthfulness. Justice. Starler responds with, the J is silent. Anyway, now that we're introduced, I'd be glad to give you and your buddy a tour. Hold on. Your buddy. Are they, human? Marlet obstructs this and responds with, well, I won't say no. Starler responds, I knew it. There ain't no doubt in my mind that this kid is a real, living, authentic human. Sorry about this. I gotta seize this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Ed, fetch me that kid. Ed responds, sure thing. You gonna move, lady? Marlet responds, not until you tell me what you're gonna do with Clover. Starlo says, ah, Clover, is it? That's a mighty fine name. To answer your question, Feathers, Clover and I got a town to run. Marlet responds, don't feathers me! You're speaking to Marlet of the Royal Guard. I can and will report you to King Asgore for this abrasive behavior. Starlo responds, your Royal Guard? That's funny, because I don't see anything to indicate that. No armor, weapon, badge. Marlet responds, I left it all on my post in Snowden. Ace responds, please don't bother trying to fool us. Starlo says he's right. I am truly sorry about this, I really am. But business is business. Together, we'll be the Feisty Six. Edward says, alliteration. Starlo responds by shushing him. Now, would you be so kind as to please step away for a second? Marlet says, not a chance! I don't really know what you guys are talking about, but Clover doesn't have the time to run a town. I'm here to take him home. If you want to get him, you are going to have to go through me. Moray asks, Star, should we be doing this? Poor Marlet is upset. Mooch says, don't be a buzzkill, Moray. When's the last time something exciting happened around here? Moray says, you've got a point. Violet says, I'm not sure if we stand a chance against the 5 of them together, but there's no way I'm letting them kidnap you. Are you ready? Let's do this. Wow. That battle was nearly initiated, but Starla halts it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down, Feathers. There's no need for a fight. We wouldn't want to hurt our newest member and esteemed Royal Guard. Ain't I right, gang? Mooch says, yeah, we shouldn't fight. After all... Wait. Who's that behind you? Is that Undyne, the Royal Guard Captain? Violet says, wait, huh? She's here? Mooch says, now, Ed. Ed says, right. Aww. Violet says, hey, drop Clover this instant. Moray says, that was dirty, Mooch. Mooch says, yeah, but it worked, right? Violet says, Clover, I'm sorry, but I can't go up against these guys alone. Don't worry, I'll figure this out. Star says, well, that was kind of unexpected. Good thing I didn't go that way. This town's full of excitement, especially now. Let's go, bud. Oh, and Feathers? Welcome to the Wild East. Barkeep, growlers of ice water for the house on the sheriff. I have an announcement to make. This little fella here is Clover. Soroba says, hey Star, what the heck are you trying to do bringing a human in here? Soroba, shh, says Starlo. Now I know what you're all thinking, but trust me, Clover here ain't no greenhorn. He knows what they were doing just like at the hat. Soroba says, actually, this could be fun. Dina, hit me. Starla says, alright, no more heckling from the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen monsters, as Soroba said, Clover is a human. Excitement from the crowd. I know, exciting stuff, a real honor. Now, I would let Clover tell y'all all about his life, but I've been studying nut. I'm a bit of a human expert if you didn't know. Soroba says, oh great, here we go. Star says, here we go indeed. Did you know that humans use monsters as transportation? Excitement from the crowd. It's true. Large, four-legged monsters. They put a seat on the top of them and everything. Soroba says they're called horses, Star. Star says, ah, so you know one of them personally. That's quite impressive. Soroba is not impressed. Did you also know that humans are fireproof? When they're feeling accomplished, they ride monsters straight into a huge fiery sphere. You mean the sun? Soroba says, so the monsters burn, right? Most monsters aren't fireproof. Star, are you saying my friend Horses was killed by a fiery sphere? Star says, no, well, I'm not quite sure. I'll ask Clover. Do the monsters die? No? See? Everyone's fireproof. Anyways, did you know that? Soroba says, look, Star, you don't need to keep this up. Because it's all true. Every word. Star says, ha! I knew it! I'm pretty darn good, aren't I? The crowd says, you're the best! Yeah, the only sheriff for me! Star says, well, I reckon we're done here. You can go back to your daily lives for now, I guess. Soroba dismisses herself. As for you, Clover, it's about time you see what this town has to offer. I would give you a personal tour, but if there's one thing you have where you come from, it's freedom. Take your time exploring, talk to the townsfolk, and enjoy yourself. I'll be waiting here for you. Give me a shot when you're ready to start training. The prism here says, Northstar is the coolest. One time, a construction team was demolishing a building in New Home. But uh-oh, an infant was in the way of the building as it came crashing down. Suddenly, Northstar appeared and wound his lasso up. He wrinkled that skyscraper without breaking a sweat. See? For saving its life, the building gave Northstar 1 million gold. True story, true story. Why didn't he just use his lasso to grab the kid? The finger here says, I'll come out and say it, yes, I am a finger. I came free with the last shipment of bottles. Interesting. The postage worker says, You're Clover, am I right? Your name has come up once or twice. You look confused. Oh, right, I'm not rhyming. Yeah, that's just a company policy. It gets a little tiresome sometimes. But other than that, I have no complaints. It's a great job. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm a little worried, though. These days, those fancy cell phones are all the rage. I don't know how long the mail service will... Oh me, oh my break's come to an end. See you next time. There's letters to send. We're right back to rhyming on the dot. You sense cannibalistic intent. Okay. The gamblers here say... Oh, never mind. Some of our monsters are enjoying a nice fair game of poker. How do I keep losing, says one of the monsters. They're nearly passed out. The guy says, howdy, human. Fireball here says, what an introduction, right? Hope you didn't have any stage fright. Stages can be scary, all wooden, occasionally making faces at you. This guy says, what do you want? Nothing. Then leave me be, will ya? Bubble Man here says, the saloon isn't always this crowded. It's happy hour, you see? Half-price drinks. But you don't know that, so they'll continue to sell at full-price drinks. Let's talk to the bartender. The bartender says, howdy, human. Take a gander at my wares. Hard-hitting stuff's off the limits. Let's speak. What do you want to know? I'm going to ask about the town. Oh, this little place? It's pretty fun around here. I heard it was established some years back when the Dunes gained its name, if you get me. I should be polished on its history, but Star don't talk about those days. I was looking for a friendly environment to share my brewing skills, so here I am. There ain't terribly much to do in this town with that only man except like Smith. Every day has been pretty predictable until you showed up. I'm eager to see what Star's planning. I'm gonna talk about the snakes. I get this question a lot. These fellas are my pets. Real reptiles, not monsters. Their names are Anne, Sammy, and Bert. The underground still houses some critters from the surface like birds and insects. I found these west of here, hiding in a crevice of sorts. Some monsters think keeping pets is strange, but I think it's cute. They give me someone to talk to when business is slow. We'll talk about North Star. What a character! Our big and courageous sheriff. I get a feeling he and his type as he likes to play at. But then again, maybe he's just clumsy. His whole posse is a hoot. They frequently host parties here. He definitely knows the right kind of monsters to surround himself with. Not to mention Stroba, his childhood friend. I got a kick out of her and Star's antics. When she brings her daughter into the town, it's basically 2 against 1. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since I saw the rascal. We really need to get the whole gang together again. I'm gonna ask, can I leave? You can at any time. Won't hurt my feelings. Oh, I see. Star's trying to keep you here since it's a big deal and all. That ain't right if you're wanting to go. I try not to infringe on Sheriff's business, but I'll ask him about it soon. I'm sure he means well by it. What do you want to know? We're gonna exit. Have fun out there. Let's walk outside. Soroba says, you there, human. You okay? I'm gonna respond with yes. Soroba says, really? Well, alrighty then. I apologize for Star's antics. He's really into human culture and whatnot. You show up here and he flips out. I mean, it is quite unbelievable. A few humans have wandered into the underground before, but they never fell in these hands. All that to say, I'm glad you did. My name is Soroba. I'm a friend of Star's, but not part of his posse. They're a bit too rowdy for my taste. May I ask your name? It's Clover in this instance. Welcome to the underground, Clover. Your attire is surprising, I must say. But, I won't press you on the matter. I'm afraid Star is going to drag you into his activities for a while. You must have places to go, correct? The castle, the barrier. You probably want to go home. If I'm being honest, I haven't seen Star this ecstatic in some time. Maybe you should entertain him a bit. Roll with the punches. I'll see what I can do about allowing you to leave. I know of a safe path up to Hotland through the I'm getting ahead of myself. Talk to you later, Clover. It was nice to meet you. I try to initiate another conversation. Let's go check on Marlet in jail. Marlet says, Clover, I knew I could count on you, so me getting out of here. Any luck? I'm gonna respond soon. Marlet says, let's hope. Thanks for being positive. This is super ridiculous. Anyway, that Sheriff Northstar, was it? What a jerk! I tried to fight for you, I really did. His hooligans were too strong and tossed me in here. Knowing that, I don't think force will do much good. There's gotta be a level-headed monster around here. One that knows this is unjust and will free me. When that time comes, I'll... Who am I kidding? I couldn't press charges or anything. I talked big, but we're cornered. I was going to another guard finding out about you would be the end. Well, Northstar seems pretty enthusiastic about all of this. Maybe by playing along you can gain his favor and set me free. I don't know. Just play it cool for now. I'll be here. What a day. Let's go ahead and save. Flowey says, howdy. Gee, seems like my greeting has found its home. Like the hat? It's a disguise. This area is pretty populated, so I picked this up to be safe. You being separated from Marlet is pretty lucky, but I hope the Star Guy doesn't hold you here for long. I may have to intervene if he does. Alright, let's just go ahead and get this over with. I encourage you all to play this mod yourself if you want to see what else there might be. Starless says, are you ready to begin? You should talk to the townsfolk, explore every nook and cranny. You're gonna need to if you want to be a good deputy. That's right, kid. I'm heavily considering you for my coveted sidekick position. Now, don't get too high and mighty just yet. To be a deputy, you gotta know how to wrangle the horses. Me and my posse are gonna show you how it's done around here. I wouldn't drag anyone off the road and give them special treatment. You'll have to prove your gunslinging skills to me. That being said, let's go meet up with the others. Alright everyone, come here. Mooch says, what you want, boss? Rory says, oh, are we going to begin training with Clover? Starla responds, precisely. I thought we'd start with a classic game that involves pacing. Ed says, you mean what I see you doing every night outside the house? Back and forth, whispering to yourself. Starla responds, what? I don't do that. Some monsters have unique ways of getting their thoughts out. Other monsters... Can anyone correctly guess what game I'm hitting at? Mooch says, ooh, I know. Yes, Mooch? A duel! Bingo! Oh no, this is all wrong, says Ace. Mora responds, oh, what's the matter? Clover doesn't look right. Look at that hat. It's tattered and practically decomposing. And that iron in their holster? What kind of pea shooter is that? Cool it, Ace. I'm sure they tried their best, said Ed. No, Ace has a point, responds Starlo. What kind of hooked am I if I don't spoil you with gifts? To the weapon store! Dress to impress. Of course. Old Blackjack doesn't like doing business with me. I often borrow his wares and, break or lose them. Open up, Blackjack. Don't make me use force. I make the law, so I can legally shoot down your doors. Get off my property, Northstar! I told you I wouldn't even sell you a gumball, said Blackjack. Oh, come on, partner. I don't even know what a gumball is! And those last transactions were ages ago. I'm a changed monster. You lost one of my premium revolvers last week. Frolicking in your sandstorm and whatnot. Star says, look, I promise this is a different scenario, Jack. I won't even step inside. You can meet me out here. Don't worry, Clover. He's coming. Oh, make it speedy. Of course, sir. I was just gonna ask you to sell a gun to this child. I worded that poorly, hold on. This ain't a child, you see. I was joking. They're just a very small but very tough monster. I'll give you 400 gold. Well, why did you open with that kind, patron? Come inside with me and I'll fetch the paperwork. See, I have it under control. Wait out here, Clover. Done and done. Can I get a yeah? Right. Moving along. Let's see what you got. Take this trusty 6-shooter as a gift from me. You got a wild revolver. Careful, aim at the dummy and take your shot. Don't worry, it ain't alive or nothing. Smells like lead and berlin. Shit. It's alright, partner. Try again. Dadgummit. I need to get used to this. There you go. One more. That's it, I think. Nice shooting. I'd say you're a natural. I'm impressed, kid. You definitely passed this part of the training. I gotta tell Soroba all about this. She's a big downer when it comes to you. Let's right on. Soroba. Guess what just happened? You locked up another royal guard against their will, did you now? Hey, this was a serious roadblock to all of this. I don't... It's only a temporary solution. I don't feel right doing it, I swear. I'm just giving you a hard time, said Soroba. What did you want to tell me? Sora responds, oh, well, Clover just passed their first round of training. You're quite the sharpshooter, almost as good as me. Really? A child? Now, don't disrespect the kid. Clover can hold their own and then some. I know, it's just very impressive. Oh, hey, I almost forgot about the hat. I have a spare somewhere in my house. Clover, wait here while I fetch it. Maybe while you wait, you should get to know it. Should be fun, right? Sure. Sounds good. Be right back, partner. I'm sorry, I got a cold right now. My voice is out of it, but we're chugging along. Tell me, truly, are you into all of this? Nah. I'm more of a mercenary guy than a lawman. I'm just kidding. Nah. Sorry, that star is dragging me around so much then. This whole thing is like a dream to him. It's kinda goofy, but it is nice to see someone so passionate. However, passion can go too far. You wouldn't believe me how much his parents talked to me about it. Really kind folks who own a farm up north. It's actually very lush there, if you can believe it. And the corn they grow, so good. They used to give my husband Shujin baskets full every other week. Anyway, I trailed off. Where was I? I'm back! Turns out I had one just your size and in the same color. It's like destiny or something. Here. You got a nice hat. Wow. I couldn't even tell it changed if I were standing from afar. Looks great. What do you think, Soroba? Soroba says, it's nice. Isn't it? Replied Starklow. Well, I'd say this mission was a great success. Go on and take a break, Clover. I'll be waiting for you. Let's go see how the jailbird's doing. It's so boring in here. Could they at least give us something to do? All I have is brainstorming puzzle ideas in my head. I recently had an idea for a third Golden Rock puzzle, so that's fun. Okay, it isn't fun. What is interesting is the noise I heard a little while ago. I heard a loud snap, which awoke me from a nap. Before I realized what had happened, the other prisoner was gone. I tried to talk to him, but I first arrived, but I got no answers. So now, not only am I in jail, I have no cellmate to talk to. All in all, this day is going fantastic for me. Totally not bite marks on the wood. Alright. Mori says, "Oh hey, I'm in here to give Marla some food. That's all. It isn't mealtime, but I thought she would enjoy something. So, you don't need to worry about her. I'll make sure she's treated as well as one in jail can be. This is for the best." Fair enough. What would Flowey have to say around here? Flowey says, "I wasn't lying about being close to an exit earlier. I just didn't expect all of this. On the bright side, you may be able to obtain some gear upgrades here. This roadblock isn't totally pointless." Let's see what Ace has to say. Ace says, "I think a thank you is in order. You just received some high-tier gifts, for free no less. I do have an eye for that sort of thing." He does have a point. It does make it count. Let's continue. Howdy, howdy, Clover. Ready for round 2? Swell! Seeing as the original plans were altered, we got a catch-up to do. Let's gather the others. Group up, everyone. Getting a bit of deja vu here. As you should, buddy. Thanks to Ace's keen eye for fashion, we took a little detour. Great job there. Thank you, Star, responded Ace. Clover looks much better now. I agree, Clover's looking like a real wrangler, says Murray. Booch says, for sure. That new gun is awfully shiny. Starla says, had to shake Mr. Blackjack down for it. It was real tough, too. But old Jack in his place I did. You could have sent me in to get it. You know I'm the best negotiator, says Mooch. We might bend the rules a bit, but we ain't bandits. Totally. Let's get to the mission already, says Ed. Right here, Edward. What other mission would it be skipped before? Get ready, Clover. Dangerous duel for real this time. Exciting. It's time for us to duel. You mean duel. That's what I said. No, you pronounced it with the ooh sound instead of an ooh sound. Boss, have you been skipping cowboy grammar class? Duel, who cares? Tomato, potato, and all that. Y'all need to quit interrupting me so often. Upsets my frontiers end. Where was I? Oh yeah, it's time to participate in a carefully timed shooting competition. Mooch, provide Clover with the designated tools. Here's a BB gun for the duel. I'll take that 6-shooter off the hands for now. Mooch, bring the gun here. That's what I was gonna do, Moray. Get off my back, will ya? Alright, it's finally time to go head to head. Wait. What is it, Ace? What could possibly be so pressing to interrupt the mission again? You forgot the safety glasses. Gee, boss, you could have hurt Clover. Right. I take responsibility and apologize for the oversight. Bring the glasses here! Red flames clash with my uniform. Here. Sorry, I'm checking something. Now we're in business. Alrighty, Clover. We're gonna take 10 paces and turn to face each other. When you hear the draw sound, grab your gun and shoot me as fast as you can. Here we go. Star, are you okay? Pretty much the opposite of that. Oh, Star, I'm so sorry! Who will you give your inheritance to? Not you. Heck! This was your emotional trauma test. This job ain't all sculpture stones and rainbows, you understand. You might end up hurting someone and must carry that weight on your back. Hope I didn't scar ya. Anyway, you passed. I'll be waiting in the saloon here when you're ready for mission 3. I'm seeing good things in you, kid. Here's your arm. Also, I'll be needing those glasses. Flowey says, "Howdy!" What does this guy have to say? So, you're the new kid, eh? I've heard the town's still raving about you and all. Not to burst your bubble, but I could totally go toe-to-toe with you. I know for a fact I could win an arm wrestle with you right now, no training. If I wanted, I could snap all 13 of my fingers and get the deputy position. If that upsets you, I'm not sorry. Yeah, that wouldn't cross me if I were me. Oh hey, it's the warden. Hello, aren't you a bit young to be hanging around here? Not to judge or anything, I'm in town visiting my little Marie. My lovely wife Angie is running the mines while I'm away. Not sure how efficient my boys will be without me there though. It's a risk worth taking. Alright. There we go. That got awkward. Oh, come back, partner. We're about halfway done with your training. You grew up so fast. Ready to continue? Yeah. Follow me. You know the drill, team. Ain't no time to be lazing around. Hello? Where's everyone? Sorry about this, Clover. It should be. Star, what is happening on the west end of town? Said Star. Would you care to explain? Starla says, what? Is anyone in danger? Well, no problem. They are? By George, this is an attack from Vengeful Virgil. Vengeful Virgil? Who is that? Starla, come on. We drew his wanted poster last month. It's on the news board. You helped me find the thumbtacks and everything. Strobe says, oh yeah, well, you better go stop him then. What are you waiting for? That's the spirit. Let's put a stop to this, Clover. Mission 3. Completely unknown out of context. Huh? You sure you saw something troubling here? Look down. Hey, I did not sign up for this, says Ed. Get me out of here! Starla says, Ed, keep it down. I need to focus. How in the heck will I solve this colossal conundrum? Starla says, just some time. And Roost being tricked into a booby trap? Touching those ropes is exactly what Virgil wants. Who the heck called it a booby trap, by the way? Starla says, this is scary, Star. I'm afraid you must choose which track the train travels on, says Ray. Yeah, choose Ed, says Mooch. Mooch, you are dead to me. Unless Star chooses you instead. That's cool. This is all too overwhelming. I can't do it. I'd have Clover choose. Of course. Clover don't have no emotional attachment to y'all. Should be simple. Don't you think this is a bit much? Nah, it's easy. Choose to leave the track as is. It won't be your fault, but many monsters get hit. Choose to change the track. It'll be your hand, but only it gets hit. Not as much as a sacrifice. What did I do to deserve this? We're out of time! If only we could have untied everyone. If only. You gotta choose now, Clover! What to do? What to do? Ooh! Clover, how could you? Is this about me carrying you earlier? Did I hurt you? Now, in defense of Clover, he just saved many lives. I guess that's true. Clover proved that he was willing to sacrifice to be a hero. Quite noble, don't you think, Soroba? There's a lot of layers to this scenario. I believe it's more of a... Quite noble indeed. This was a test of your judgment. I'd say you passed, buddy. I'll be in the usual spot for your final task. See you around. Soon enough. Hey, is anyone gonna untie us? The camera crops beyond. Oh well. Serba says, Oh, it's you. Sorry, I was just looking at Star's videotapes. Mostly human-made westerns that found their way here. That and the classic Aramis 4 or 5 that one gets used often. Man, these really take me back. I remember the day Star ran from Waterfall with these in his arms. He was ecstatic. I recall it being strange to see him act that way. He must have watched them all forward and backward 50 times over. When Kanako came around, he'd watch them with her just as, yeah, they're good movies. That's what I'm getting at. You turn the TV on. This is your favorite channel. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the same signal as we would have on the surface, but hey, it's worth a shot. Flowey says, Howdy! Okay, my patience is only so strong, Clover. I hope you're not planning to actually stay here. These poses are below you. I highly suggest that you make a run for it when the time's right. Try not to let yourself get distracted from the real mission. Hello. Ron says, I managed to doze off for a moment earlier. I had a dream I was back at my Snowden post. Dozing off. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a lazy bird. Being a royal guard is no easy task. Calibrating puzzles, writing status reports, guarding outposts, getting yelled at by an old lady for ruining the Snowden Bridge. Whoops, I'm trolling off again. I really need to get out soon. At this rate, I'll start talking to myself. More than usual, anyway. Isn't Marlet adorable? At least we fixed that bridge earlier. Alright. Oh, hey, look. The gang's all here now. Hey, would you look at that? If it ain't our fresh recruit. How's it going, kid? You giving the Shufflers a good name out here? You know, it's tough being a world-renowned gang leader. I gotta run around the underground every now and then. Make sure we're being properly represented, you know. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I talked with your buddy Vlad a while back. Well, that ain't actually his name. Told me his name was actually Dal. Said he was terrified of us and didn't even need to join us. So he asked if he could leave the Shufflers. You know, normally I would be pretty mad. As a gang leader, I gotta make sure me and my gang are respectable, you know? But you see, he was totally right. We just forced this guy to join our gang unwillingly, so I forgave him. In fact, I also apologized to him. So all well ends well. Like I always say, besides, why would I need Dal when I got the best willing recruit over here, eh? Fair enough. Alright, stage 4. Howdy! Man, am I excited for this. Have you done everything you wanted? Caught some bandits, saved some lives? Sure. Well, let's get going then. Final call. Get on over. Oh my gosh! Sultan! Sorry, I just checked Discord and oh my gosh. Sultan, bonus for other people are watching this. Why? Alright. Are y'all ready? Actually, there's something we wanted to talk about. Yeah, about the general work environment. Maybe later. Let's keep moving. So, Clover, I actually tricked you. There is no 4th mission. Well, there used to be, but we couldn't outlive it. Regiment. Oh my gosh. Told you I had a cold. Maybe you'll be able to do it next time. Anyway, you passed everything. You are now the proud deputy of this fine town. Wait, deputy? I thought this was for a normal spot on the team. Clover is too special a school for a normal spot. Star, this is Harmony. Life ain't always fair in the Wild East, bucko. They passed their training like anyone else. That was training? We barely did anything. That last mission especially was awful. Calm down, will ya? You're killing my good mood. I have to run to the mines to get Clover's badge made. I was too busy with everything that it skipped off my mind. I butchered that so badly. Gosh. You 5 have fun. I'll be right back. Alright, it's about time to deal him out. This is just peachy. You getting this attention and all. How come you waltz in here and start instantly makes you deputy? We didn't get this kind of treatment. We had to go through weeks of lasso lessons. Lessons for short, says Ace. For me to become part of the team, Star made me walk around with a snake in my boot for a week, says Murray. It was rubber, but the rashes he gave me were unbearable. Yeah, he made me pickpocket monsters by the Oasis, says Mooch. Star didn't make you do that, says Murray. Mooch just smiles. You know what? This ain't fair to any of us. Clover needs a challenge. We need to see if they're truly worthy of joining our squad. Finally, some real excitement. Feisty 4, here we come. Time to get feisty. Oh, that did almost nothing. I guess it was only 2 shots, eh? So, you're the new deputy, eh? Then you shouldn't have a problem dodging this. Darn, those are weak. Hello, Clover. I'm very sorry about this, but I've been bored all day. Dadgummit. You point at the hospital frantically. They don't notice. Good luck. Mooch and Ace are playing 52 card pickup. Quit hacking Clover! It's my time to shine. Oh, that's rude. That's for the train insult, Mooch. Let's see if you can pass round 2, kid. Oh, I hate this attack. I need a heal. Fruitcake. You scarf down the fruitcake. The swelter stones burn your throat. Your HP was maxed out. Nice attack, Edward. You're doing a great job as well, Clover. Ready for this? No. Now, quit holding back, everyone. Use your trump cards. Ah. My turn, my turn! I need to get my head back in the game. Alright, let's team up for an attack. Ah, I would be honored. No. I'm dead. Candy corn. Read the candy corn. You now know why it was discarded. You recovered 9 health. That's fair enough. Mooch. Of course I'll help you, Ace. Don't be so kind next time. Oh, this is awful. Hot pot. We ain't done yet. Get ready for my strongest attack. Hey! Oh, man. What in the actual gosh darn tarnation is happening here? We felt your training was lackluster, so we gave Clover a real challenge. I'm disappointed in you for 8 weeks of lessons for this? I ought to lock you away with feathers. Star, what's going on? You've been different. A real meanie. It's true. This hasn't been any fun. What are y'all blabbering about? This is the most alive this town has ever been. Why does everything have to be a spectacle, huh? I miss the old North Star, the fearless leader, the monster who could make their own fun in the little things. This new star is selfish and reckless. Or should I call you by your real name? Should I? Starlo? Why you? What's with all the shouting, says Soroba. What's happening? It seems my posse don't respect me no more. It's not that. They just want you to take it down a notch. You can't just throw us around for this human business. That isn't what friends do, Star. I know what all this is about. Y'all are just full of envy, overflowing with it. Clover shot circles around you and you just can't accept it. Clover has nothing to do with this. It's you. That's a fun sprite. No, Star's totally right. Clover's super skilled at everything. In fact, I think they could carry the whole squad on their own. Who needs us when you got a powerhouse deputy? What are you saying? I'm saying that I'm done. I resigned from the Feisty Five, okay? Really now. It'd still be the Feisty Five without you, so go ahead. I'm leaving too. I don't want to work under a big-headed sheriff. Seems like life dealt you a bad hand, Star. I'm following him. Sorry, Star. Please work on yourself. Forgiveness is only one apology away. Fine! I was considered firing y'all anyway! Soroba, you understand, right? They're being ridiculous. Soroba says... Starlo, they're right. You have changed a lot from the monster I once knew. I tried to brush it off as you having fun at first, but this wild Eastlink has damaged your personality. I want to see the real Starlo. That's North Star to you. Completely hopeless. Well, everyone is gone. I got no posse, no friends. I need to think. I can fix this. Flower says, howdy! I was afraid things would escalate. Nothing you're not fully used to by now. This is probably a good time to get out of here. It's all gone way too far, don't you think? Whatever happens, I wish you luck, Clover. Violet says, I kinda overheard what happened outside. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but maybe you should go after the sheriff, Clover. I know he did some mean stuff, but he's out there all alone now. You've gained his trust, so maybe you could sort out the situation? And, we still need him to let me out of here. Of course. Well, an empire has just fallen. It's complete. I can't even run. Flowey got started, open the gate! Alright, I need to buy some healing items. It's probably not the best time to chat. Real worried about everything going on right now. Much appreciated. An old necklace discarded in the sand. Looks expensive. Take it? Sure. I could use some cash. Flowey says, howdy. I was hoping Starlo ran to his parents or something. Looks like you'll have to confront him. Do what you do best. I'm always rooting for you. Why did this happen? I did everything in my power to entertain, so monsters wouldn't have to worry about being stuck down here. At every turn I try to cheer Soroba up. I just want to knock her off her mind. I'm trying my best to honor her memory. Aren't distractions what's best for all of that? You. Why'd you follow me? Are you still my friend? Hold on. This all happened after you showed up. Ed specifically mentioned you as the problem. That's right. I was just being a good friend. I made you who you are, yet this is what I get. Let's face facts. I couldn't keep you here forever, kid. Word would have gotten out that Feathers didn't clock in eventually. Feathers? Wait a minute. Royal guards like her have a ton of status. They gain the status by doing the king's work. I'm sure everyone would come back if I did the same. I'd be revered not only in the Wild East, but the entire underground. Clover, you've been an excellent deputy, but as a lawman, what I'm about to do is embedded in my true duty. I guess we are still technically at war. Don't make this difficult for me. Just hold still! I know I'm better than this. A dignified sheriff would face the Republic fairly. However, you're no everyday bandit, so get ready. Heh, even tied up you're skilled. I sure have an eye for talent. Oof. Dadgummit. Still. Part of me wishes things could have stayed the way they were. You narrow your eyes and everything becomes letterboxed. Starla doesn't know how this is possible. Why'd you have to step foot in my town? Just a few hours ago, everyone was getting along. Now, well, we're here. Starla's finger itches for a 6-year. This is the only way to fix things. The only way I know. Starla keeps a steady eye on you. Starla keeps a steady eye on you. Dadgummit, I need to get used to this again. Quit squirming so much. Sad those lasso grip too tightly. Clover, you gotta understand. Darn. Smells like leather boots and dashing looks. Iced tea? You drink the glass of tea. Your HP was maxed out. Come on! Give it up already! A tumbleweed goes by and says hello. Dadgummit. Fine, I didn't want to use this, but I have no choice. Goodbye, partner. Stay still! I don't want to hit my lasso! Look what you made me do! That lasso was made from premium materials. No, no way. Outsurrounded by a deputy? At least it's a fair showdown now. Time for a real duel. That was bad, but whatever. I'm gonna miss our time together. I mean that. Starlight grinds his teeth together in frustration. At first, I was truly happy. I thought you were the real deal. Oh, crap. There's no way this fraud busted you. Come on, show him who the real gunslinger is. Yeah, all the way back at the beginning. Well, that's our first death. So we're finally back here. This is around where we were. Water. We drink the ice water. It definitely has a taste, but you can't describe it. All my sacrifices have all been masters. That's not having it because what I have is special. Nice, quick time. What makes you special? Tries to tape his lasso effect, but he can't find the end of the tape on his roll. That's pretty funny. But now I've realized the truth. This sheriff stuff is worthless. Attention to the air gross. We all taught justice, but true underground status is only superior to the king. Monster Kind's hero is a title soaked in blood. I didn't know monsters could bleed. Ice water. In the end, we're nothing but bandits. No! Shit! So, I administered first aid, let's just say that. There we go. Okay. Are we finally done with this one? What are you doing? This isn't fair. Saruba says, Starlo, stop this right now! That's fair for the third party. What have you become? Because this sure as hell isn't the Starlo I grew up with. Oh, shoot, language. Fight me, you two. Saruba, that's not a good time for this. Don't kick me while I'm down, please. I'm sorry, Star. I know this has weighed heavily on you, but listen, none of us hate you, the real you. We adore you. What we hate is this false, reckless persona you've created. I have my own baggage, we all do. I don't even know if I have room to say this, but bring him back. Bring back the innocent farmer I once knew. I just wanted to be appreciated, revered by all. I was trying to provide a slice of the surface where we have none. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not even telling you to quit running the town. Just don't let this identity consume you. It isn't healthy. Very well. Clover, I'm terribly sorry for attacking you. I do value our friendship and the time we spent together. You have every right to make fun, but this is who I really am. I'm not a real sheriff, just some nobody farmer. Don't say that, Star. You may not be a real sheriff, but you're the best sheriff I've ever known. Yeah, I suppose I am kind of cool. Darn right. But this whole show wasn't only for some personal power trip. I also did it to cheer you up. Might have fun to the old me, but I also wanted the old you. Because of Comic-Con. I appreciate that, Star. I believe I have business to take care of relating to her. What do you mean? I must tell you something. I suppose Clover should know as well. As much fun as it is to have duels and catch bandits, there's a pressing matter looming over me. Let's go to the old steamworks gate. We'll speak there. Soroba, come on. I guess you're really part of the team now, Clover. You heard her. Marlet says, Clover! Clover! So I have good news and bad news. I'll start with the good. Turns out, the wife of the old mentor I told you about is here. Her name is Soroba. You probably met her already now that I think about it. She broke my cell lock with a sick magic staff and let me go. I also made sure she knew I wouldn't tell Asgore about this. So now that that's taken care of, the bad news. I really hate doing this, but I'm left with no choice. I have to leave you for a bit. I know I don't want to do it either, but I have to. But don't worry, Soroba told me she would accompany you on the journey to Hotland. She also basically convinced me I have to clock in. Otherwise the royal guard could grow suspicious. And she is totally right. Plus, Ava is totaled. It was their property. So I gotta go back, take Ava home, and then report back. By the time we get to Hotland, I'll be there. So hey, it all works out. I trust this Soroba to keep you safe in the meantime. Again, I'm so sorry about this. But I'll see you later. I need to speak to Flowey. Flowey says, What are you doing back here? The exit's the other way, silly. Let's get going. Alright, whatever. Almost done with this episode, guys. Thank you so much for being patient and dealing with my crap-ass voice right now. Oh, okay. Howdy! You're becoming a pro at this, buddy. At this rate, you'll be able to confront Asgore himself. Soon enough. Postman says, Hello again, I have some news. You now can ship yourself if you so choose. Ship myself? What could that mean? Transportation, all for free. If you want to travel, give me a call. You will set to the skies without a care at all. Now I must go, but don't be nervous. Just ring the bell for our service. There you are, says Starlo. I was about to come looking for you. So, the steamworks. May I ask why we are here? Soroba says, because of this. Starlo responds, the mask Kaneko made for you. Yes, says Soroba. You see, Clover, Kaneko is me and Shujin's only child. You haven't seen her around because she... Hey, everything will be okay, says Starlo. I know how tough you are. You can move past this. I'm positive. There's no need, because she's alive, says Soroba. I feel her presence as we speak. The lab. Precisely. Clover, you may not know this, but there is a lab in Hotland. An inquiry for the Fallen Down was sent out some time ago. I didn't know what else to do. In my time of despair, I sent Kanako with them. It's been far too long and I haven't heard anything. I must travel to the lab to find out where my daughter is. Starla says, I'm proud of you, Soroba, stepping out and taking charge. You've been in a rut lately, it was tough to watch. So, why travel through the steamworks particularly? It's the quickest route to Hotland from here. Nothing but abandoned rooms as far as I know. I have Shujin's and passcodes for any locked doors as well. Solid plan. If you need me, I would be happy to accompany you. I don't know how ugly things at the lab may get. You need to stay here and take care of the town. I believe you owe your posse an apology. You're right. I'll take Clover with me. They've proven to be skilled on several fronts. An excellent choice! Trust Clover to deliver justice out there. Alright, we've discussed enough. Let's get moving. Great. Just had to take inspiration from Vault Tech. I'll see you later, Starlight. Whatever happens, remember that this is for Shujin's legacy. By the way, Clover, The journey might be quite lengthy, so if you have any unfinished business, perhaps visiting some friends, now would be your best time to do so. I will be waiting up ahead. Don't keep me waiting for too long, alright? Is she just gonna wait inside? Oh, Clover, before you go, I forgot to give you this. You got the deputy badge! Despite a few hiccups, our little adventure wasn't last. I'll be seeing you around, partner. The iconic salute. I'm so proud. And that pretty much wraps this episode up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.